They laughed at him the moment he arrived. A European engineer, dressed in crisp clothes, expensive shoes, and carrying the latest gadgets, stepped into a small Filipino village. He looked around, shook his head, and muttered under his breath, "This is not engineering. This is just sticks and leaves." The villagers watched silently. They were used to people doubting their skills, especially outsiders who didn't understand their ways. But today, this man's words cut deeper than usual. He pointed at a bamboo bridge crossing a wide, rushing river. "Do you really expect this thing to hold weight?" he asked, his voice dripping with disbelief. The villagers smiled politely. "You'll see," said Mang Ramon, the oldest builder in the village. "But first, let us show you something." The engineer smirked. "Show me? I've studied civil engineering in the best schools in Europe. I've designed skyscrapers that scrape the sky. Show me what? That you can tie sticks together?" Mang Ramon didn't answer. Instead, he gestured to the bridge. "Walk across it," he said. "If you can," the European laughed loudly. "Walk across, of course! I'll prove how fragile this is." He stepped on the bamboo bridge. At first, it creaked. The engineer frowned, thinking the bridge would collapse any second. But it didn't. Step by step, he moved to the middle. Still nothing. His confidence grew, but he tried not to show it. "Lucky, that's all," he muttered. "Just lucky sticks holding together." The villagers gathered at the riverbank. Children peeked from behind their mothers. They had seen outsiders mock their bridges before, but they also knew the secret no one outside the village could guess. Mang Ramon called to the young men. "Bring the load." The engineer looked puzzled. "Load? What load?" From behind, the villagers rolled a massive cart filled with sacks of rice, coconuts, and even a small motorcycle. The cart wasn't small, it weighed over a ton, and the engineer, he had no idea what was about to happen. "Watch carefully," Mang Ramon said. The young men pushed the cart onto the bridge. The bamboo flexed, bending almost to the water, yet it held. The engineer's jaw dropped. He stumbled backward. "Impossible!" he shouted. This should have collapsed." Mang Ramon smiled. "In Europe, you use steel and machines. Here, we use bamboo. Strong, flexible, and smart." The engineer's pride wouldn't let him admit defeat. "It's just luck," he said, but deep inside he felt a chill. Mang Ramon didn't argue. Instead, he invited the engineer to see how they build. Inside the village workshop, bamboo poles were stacked neatly. Villagers worked with tools he had never seen, carving joints, lashing poles together with rattan ropes, and creating shapes that seemed impossible to hold weight. This is primitive," he whispered. "Primitive?" laughed Mang Ramon. "This is genius passed down for generations. Every joint, every knot, every piece is designed to move with the wind, the river, and even earthquakes. Watch." Mang Ramon called a young man to build a small tower in front of the engineer. Within minutes, bamboo poles rose and intertwined, forming a tall, stable structure. A single knot held multiple poles together. The engineer stepped closer. His mind raced. This is impossible without steel," he muttered. Mang Ramon shook his head. "No steel, no concrete, only bamboo, and skill." The engineer couldn't stop watching. Every piece of bamboo, every rope, every joint, it was more than just building. It was art, science, and survival all in one. Hours passed. The engineer's respect grew, but Mang Ramon had one more surprise. They walked to the river again. Mang Ramon pointed to a massive bamboo raft floating effortlessly. "This carries people and goods across the river every day," he said. The engineer stepped onto it. He looked at the river, the current, and then at the raft. "How does it not sink?" he asked. "Because it moves with the river," Mang Ramon said. "It is alive, not rigid like your machines. Rigid things break, flexible things survive." The European felt a deep shame. He had mocked something he did not understand. And now, he was realizing that his years of European engineering school had not taught him this. Nature itself was the greatest engineer. That night, as the engineer sat with the villagers around a fire, he asked Mang Ramon, Teach me everything." The villagers laughed. "First, you have to respect it," Mang Ramon said. "Then, you can learn." Days turned into weeks. The European learned to bend, to tie, to understand bamboo. He discovered that a simple pole could carry hundreds of kilos if you understood its strength. He learned to read the wind, the rain, and the river. And then, one evening, Mang Ramon gave him a challenge. Build a bridge across the river by yourself. No machines, no steel, just bamboo and rope. Can you do it? The European hesitated. He had doubted them. He had mocked them. But now, he wanted to prove something to himself. Days passed. The villagers watched as he worked tirelessly. He cut, carved, tied, and adjusted. Slowly, the structure rose. By the seventh day, a full bamboo bridge stretched across the river, strong, elegant, and alive. The engineer stepped back, sweat ran down his face. He looked at Mang Ramon. I understand now, he said softly. Mang Ramon nodded. It's not just bamboo, it's respect. Observation, patience. That is engineering, the European had come to mock. He left with a lesson he would never forget. And the villagers? They smiled, knowing that the secret of bamboo, their greatest treasure, had once again survived doubt and ridicule. Years later, that European engineer would tell everyone he met about the village and its bamboo bridges. He would tell them he had been wrong. That genius is not always in steel and concrete, but sometimes in simple sticks, tied with love and centuries of wisdom. And somewhere, in that small Filipino village, Mang Ramon would look at the river, at the bridges, at the rafts, and quietly smile. Because the world had learned finally that bamboo is not weak, bamboo is unstoppable. And that's how a simple bamboo bridge taught even the most experienced engineer a lesson he would never forget. It's amazing how wisdom passed down through generations can outsmart even the most advanced machines. If stories like this fascinate you, stay tuned. There's a whole world of hidden genius waiting to be discovered, right here in the Philippines. Remember, it's not always the tools that matter, but the knowledge and heart behind them. Until next time, keep watching, keep learning, and see the extraordinary in the everyday.